extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Silva. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the gun, give on the inside. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Going to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The Tigers want to move quickly. LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. No huddle offense to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down. They're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. After run, now throw. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense. approaching this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it's return inside the spot. The Razorbacks offense will take the first swing of the game. LSU had to fight for every bit of it, but they took home the boot the last time they saw the Razorbacks.
Yeah, close game. Those rivalry games are fun to watch, especially when they go down to the wire. And LSU did what they needed to do to get the boot, to take it back. Now it's on the line today, Palmer.
That's what the LSU coaching staff was so happy about, was that their team could handle their emotions in a rivalry game like that against Arkansas and do the things you need to do to win it late.
Hand off from the shotgun. Brings it to the open. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bates. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Jackson will throw. He makes a catch. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. A 1st and 10 for this offense. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
LSU doing what it always does when they're really good. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. This time he's got it.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. On target over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw again. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella.
Look, it's a nice game, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you've got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
But trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the grab in the end zone for the score.
These are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Jackson will throw. He wants a big play here late. Oh, it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game. And this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. Thanks so much. championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
Yeah, it was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same five-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it as
Same old, same old.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. The quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap on third down. Got his man. Putting together a real... here. First down at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. The inside handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. If you have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. He'll do it himself. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. We'll send the tight end in motion. Try to march their way in. Touchdown, LSU! And the stumping has commenced. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So after the first down run, here's second down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Using his legs, it's Lindsey.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Swings it out to his running back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Complete in the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're dealing with a second and long. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's complete on the right side. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Paul again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Zips will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
He fires one deep down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. Quarterback got himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. LSU right back to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they runs it and score. Touchdown LSU!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it. With physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Akron's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that... How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Witherspoon. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Zips decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Oh, they're after him. Got the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Escapes the sack. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Touchdown by Bengals. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just gets it to the 28, pick up with 1. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Breaks the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Zips in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. When Zips trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Grabbed behind the line. It's Witherspoon. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO.
There he goes. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He throws it. And he gets it. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets to his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Jackson will throw. The sure hands, it's Lopez. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Unloads quickly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Trying to make that rush fake on the draw play here. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's locked in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. LSU right back to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Gonna look downfield again. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name, like Spears, that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Caught over the middle. It's Watkin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. on third down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. LSU quick to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Jackson gonna throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion still leaving them with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Zips will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patrick. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson will throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Zips will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the returner goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play.
And the defense picks up. Quarterback 4. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Tackled there by the defense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. That pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the up. And they back on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Power football with the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the... And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Pass the touchdown. LSU. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Zips headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Reels it in down the left side. Finds a seam. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back back to throw, time running short in the half. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Looking for space. It's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They go to the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Zips will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lindsey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The snap sets up the throw. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, LSU!
offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The play-action fake.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, they'll just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Zips send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better start. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. The give from the gun. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35. The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead. They did not. Lead is huge.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Richardson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Breaks it in the middle. And they swarm him under. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play, the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than the sack.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on. Okay.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Jackson will throw. He'll get rid of it. Got a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Witherspoon. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He'll keep it himself.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Quickly to the tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. from the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stop the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work.
There he goes. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3.
Said if you're on offense, 4th quarter, you've got to. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted off the threat. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the middle. Got a man, it's Rodgers. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. there, forcing. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Patrick. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Zips really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And how about that on the 3rd and 1 chess match? Defense wins the battle with the sack.
And they bring pressure, and Reese, I'm not so sure that was a regular pass rush blitz. I think that was a run blitz. I think they maybe thought that was going to be some sort of short yardage type run, and they shot an extra defender into a gap, and man, it paid off.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He just kept going backwards. You have to step. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to...
Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last season's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So LSU's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. We got a real treat today. We're going to see a matchup between a high-powered offense that's been almost impossible to stop against a defense that's been shutting people down. Kirk, this should be fun.
Well, this is what really you hope for in a game of this magnitude is good versus good. And that's what we have, as you said, Chris. Outstanding offense, been producing all year. And this defense has been taking no prisoners, just dominant. Something's got to give today.
Here's the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. Back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Ball fielded near the 35. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense gets their first crack now. Let's check out the impact players in this game for guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. The coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, they provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Off the play fake, look at the passing. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the punter on that field. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. And Mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who are right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Well, throwaway there, gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Short connection to the tight end here. Able to convert on third down. Gives him a fresh set of downs from the 22. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to the left. catch. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up for the first and goal from the 8. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. The play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for 6. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. So the penalty's going to wipe away the touchdown and back up the offense. Let's see if they can overcome that mistake. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Now the important point after attack. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum in scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So a 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Makes the catch. It's James. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Third down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Now comes the offense set to take over here. Open play of the drive. He looks right for a completion. And the defense swings, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Looking to throw now on first down. Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Play fake, looking to throw.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Timeout by the defense to go to the side and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw again. Finds his target, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. The penalty backs them up 1st and very long. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
That's a really good run by this offense. And Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Moves out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. try and muscle for the first down. Stopped on third for no gain. It'll be 4th and 1 now. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to try out the field goal team. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgent. Oh, he breaks free, still going. He's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Bringing pressure. And down he goes. It's a sack. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is looking for a man deep down the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. It's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, LSU. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. An extra point up and good. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
Now, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.